Hello, everybody. My guest's a little late.
Hello, everybody.
Uh-oh. Oh, Lord.
My guest's a little late.
God dog.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, Lord.
My guest's a little late.
God
Hello,
dog. Oh, God. I can't talk right now. I can't get my sound down. Okay, I'm here now. Oh, I forget to turn off everything. Hey, Bud Support, thank you. I'm waiting on my guest. I know she run around with the chicken, like a head cut on the chicken. Oh, how y'all doing today? There she is. I dropped the link. Do you see it? Where it says StreamYard? Hey, Heather. Do you see it, Andrea? You want me to drop it again? Oh, okay. Hey, Heather. Heather, she'll never leave me alone. Oh, God. What time is small tuba chat? Is he at 8 or 7 or 6? Heather, do you know what time tuba chat is? Do you see it? Do you want me to redrop it, Andrea? Copied. Okay, I'm gonna redrop it. Oh, there you are. Ah, ah, ah. Oh, God. Okay, hold on for a second. Ooh, she done ran round.
Oh,
we
you
we got,
already know.
and Heather here with me. I can't believe it.
Hey, Heather.
Oh, and because I said we was gonna have to man this tonight because I didn't know she wanted to go to tuba chat or not. I said, oh, honey, we gonna have to man this tonight. We got
Oh,
Cool
yeah.
Gamer. How you doing, Cool Gamer?
Hey, cool gamer. Who else in
You
this chat?
brand
Let me
new.
see. Let me see. Oh, the Bud Files. Hey,
Yeah,
oh,
the
can't
Bud
say it. I put
Files.
on.
They was
Oh,
in. Yes, 4 people. How
hey,
everybody
cool.
doing today?
Yes.
Oh, I tell you. Oh, is it okay?
2 hours.
Okay. Yeah, tuba chat. So I'll
I
make it up to an hour, a little after an hour.
yeah, we'll be
I
good,
win
Miss.
the I win the cheering call. You know I'm
Oh,
a teacher.
I locked my door. Let me see. Let me make sure I
You
lock
know
this.
not the cheer. I'm calling the people.
Look, and my husband is here, so
Okay.
this time I told him already. I said, look, I have a 6 o'clock appointment.
Oh, everybody, we gonna be talking about baby
Everything.
boomers and latchkeys. No, it's a lot, girl. That's a lot of difference on that one. I'm,
I
I wasn't even thinking about we raised y'all,
yes, you did.
and
You
we
did.
raised some of the millennials.
Yeah, I know.
I ain't think we had nothing to do with that.
Miss Betty, we are not gonna cut up today. Yes, we are.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. I told somebody ain't no way we won't cut up.
I don't even think that's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what
So
did you do all day, Andrea?
okay, so I did some home improvement because I'm always doing something to my house.
Uh-huh.
My husband was off, so we took advantage of that time. And
Uh-huh.
you know what? He got on the ladder. We would paint shutters. We painted them because mine were burgundy. I didn't like it, so I wanted
Uh-huh.
black. So that's what we
Uh-huh.
did. Painted
Uh-huh.
it black and repainted our doorway. So just some stuff.
Yeah.
And of course, taking kids from here to there and everywhere. And now I'm back. Hello.
Oh, hey, Conscious Business Service.
Hi.
Jamie is here
And hey
and
girl. And
Deborah is
and
my
Deborah.
Yep, my best friend. My
Hi,
best.
best
My
friend.
best for 30 some years.
Oh yeah,
I know, girl. I make good friends now.
I know that's a good friendship. 30 years.
Hey, Crafty Leo, I haven't forgot about them names, girl.
That's
Mm,
right. Crafty Leo says remember the last time she said she might do a live on
yeah,
Friday.
it was supposed to be tonight.
Yeah,
Crafty
what happened,
Leo.
Crafty?
Heather said hi to you. I don't know if you said hi to
Oh,
Heather.
hi, Heather.
Yeah,
Hello.
Heather. I'm telling you, Heather and Jamie, honey. I told you every time they have a live, whatever, I'm there. I think
Dang it.
Heather got one where I got to get up like 5:30 in the morning. Something I'll be there.
Crafty Leo said, wait.
Wait for what? You better come up tonight after we get off.
That's
I,
right. Jump on here with us for a second. Get some practice. Get some practice
oh, girl,
because this is going to
like,
be casual and fun. You jump on with us.
I know, but
So, what did you do today, Miss Betty? Tell us.
girl, oh, you know what? I could take off Saturday and Sunday. I finished all my videos. My
Good.
Monday video is already set to go. It's
Oh,
gonna be on Target.
look at you.
I ran out
Target,
of Target when they told me they was gonna cut some prices.
did they?
Uh,
Did,
oh,
did they cut some prices?
no,
Or we got to wait up?
I can
I
tell
guess
you
we got,
straight up, no, unless they gonna do it this weekend. But
come
that
on,
stock
Target.
is piling up though, because people not buying. They scared.
Yeah. Well,
They
this one I need to jump in because my kids always want something.
uh well, you better wait because I ain't see nothing out there. My friend
I,
went out there. My sister told me not to go out there.
I didn't see anything either. When I went yesterday and the day before.
I don't think Heather them in Australia. Heather, you don't have a Target
So,
store, do you? I think they have Kmart.
Kmart, we don't have Kmart
I
anymore.
know
Do you?
not no more. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm, that's over.
Conscious business. I see. Let's see. Don't do something.
Let's
Don't
see.
do and I am better get 5:30
Catherine.
is too early.
Oh,
Oh,
Crafty Leo said when she gets her community page, she'll go live. Okay, let us know.
I don't understand what she's saying.
Jamia said, don't be scared.
Don't do the at I am better J Gal. That's 5:30 is far too early. I don't know what that means.
She's saying 5:30 is too early to do something that you
Oh,
said.
girl, I don't care. I know what she's talking about. You better leave me alone. As much as you, girl, I'm gonna be up, have my coffee,
You, coffee. She'll be ready, Heather.
girl. But I'm taking off that. But I just don't film or I don't edit. But I still do other stuff. That'll give me more time to be on other people's pages too.
That
So,
will. If you have
but
the
I
stuff
don't know
ready
what
and go.
Crafty Leo scared of. We gonna be there for you. We told you to tell us.
Yes, Leo, listen. This is the best time today to jump on with us and get your feet wet. And then that way, when you get your
She
community
said
page
she
up, you can
ain't
jump in.
scared. She said she ain't scared.
She said, you're not scared. Well, jump
Hey,
on.
great
Drop
farmer
that link, Miss
freelance.
Betty.
Great farmer freelance. Oh, he getting so busy. He
Hey,
can't
what
even
you
keep
doing?
with that chat. He had to, it be flying in the morning now. Girl, we be running to be on Great Farmer Freelance. We run to that channel.
Well,
Mm,
I need to go visit that channel.
girl, we
What you
run
talking
to
about?
that channel. Oh, girl, we have, that's Tasha. She's from Freelance
Tasha.
too.
Hi,
Tasha,
Tasha.
Tasha
She said hi.
is great freelance farmer freelance. That's his like his executive secretary.
Oh,
Listen to him
me.
talking about chant, crafty, crafty, crafty.
Chat with me, right? Come on, Crafty. We all calling for you. Come on,
But I'm gonna
join us.
say this one last thing with Great Farmer, then we're gonna get and talk about these
The
baby
differences.
boomers and latchkey. But Great Farmer and Small Tuber Chat, to me, they like together, even though they're like a piece of the puzzle that fit together.
Oh, okay.
Now I can't figure out. Sometimes did I meet them on Tuba Chat channel or did I meet them on Shane's channel? Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that's what's really neat. Everybody's blending in together. You know,
Okay.
nobody let no arguing and all that stuff. They nip it in the bud. Nip, nip.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Look at
I'm
Fluff and
starting that
Stuff
one.
here from Australia.
Who is that? That's cool.
Fluff and Stuff.
Oh,
She's
fucking
Fluff,
stuff.
her husband's Stuff.
You know what?
Uh-oh, she cut off y'all. But we gonna be talking about baby boom. We gonna get her a new computer. We gonna be talking about baby boomers. You heard me. We
No,
gonna get you a new computer tonight.
I'm on my cell and I pressed the wrong button and went right out of.
I hope I don't do that.
I was like, I hope she let me back in.
I know. But what I was telling Andrea, I was like, but first let Andrea tell you a little bit about Geeky Girl Journal. Let's start off with that.
Okay. All right. So, Geeky Girls Journal is something that we started for my daughters.
Mm-hmm.
So they were in elementary school when, they're different
Yeah.
because the area that we stay in is predominantly not
Not
minority. That's the
okay.
best way to say it.
Yeah. Okay.
We're the minority, definitely the minority, and have been in most of the communities that we stayed in.
Mm-hmm.
So my kids would experience that. They learned at an early age that not everybody's going to like you. You don't have to do anything. Not everybody's going to like you because of the way you look. Not everybody's going to like your hair texture. Not
Mm-hmm.
everybody's going to like you, just period.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of my daughters, I'll just speak specifically to one of them. I mean, they've all experienced something throughout elementary school, but and one specifically, it was just a group of girls that just could not, I don't know what it was. They just didn't like her. They didn't like her.
That's
And
girls.
you know what? And then, so we wrote a book about it. In the book, they're called Mean Girls, the Mean
Yeah.
Girl thing. And so, nobody even really knew what it was because my daughter at that time was really just kind of quiet, kept to herself,
Mm-hmm.
really
Mm-hmm.
smart, preferred books over anything. So she would just,
Mm-hmm.
instead of interacting with the girls who didn't want her in their group anyway, she
Yeah.
would read the books in a corner, even at lunch, she'd read her books. And, you know, we look at those situations as bullying, but for her,
Mm-hmm.
I see she was really strong in that sense that she didn't allow the things that
Mm-hmm.
they were doing to really break her spirit. She just
Mm-hmm.
continued to do what she was going to do and dance to the
Mm-hmm.
beat of her own drum. But
Mm-hmm.
in that, we ended up having to have talks with the teacher and the administrators because, it just, once I found out about it, because, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times, well, with her specifically, she didn't want to vocalize it. She just kept it to herself, said, I can handle it. You know, she felt like she didn't need to pull us into it. And, me, I just kind of looking
Yeah.
around, asking questions because that's what
Mm-hmm.
I do. I'm mama. And I ask questions and I try to figure things out. And what happened was she ended up writing a letter. And in her letter, she drew pictures of the girls and showed how they were separated into groups and then how she was
Mm-hmm.
just kind of off to herself in that
Mm-hmm.
whole puzzle. And so I called a meeting with the administrators. And, I told them, this is unacceptable. But elementary school, people aren't going to like you. Everybody's not going to like you. We all know that as an adult. But sometimes
Mm-hmm.
for kids that, within that age range, we're talking about fifth grade, under fifth grade. We're talking about, I think she was in third
Mm-hmm.
at the time, around third grade. So,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's kind of still warm and fluffy in elementary
Mm-hmm.
school for the most part. So, after everything happened, we weren't satisfied with the results because they didn't do anything. There are protections where they can't really
Yeah.
say who did what.
Yeah.
So after them not really meeting her needs and
Mm-hmm.
doing what my husband and I thought, was enough,
Mm-hmm.
he just said, hey, why don't we write a book? I'm like, a book? How's that going to do something? Well, she likes to read. So we thought, hey, you know what? We'll address the issues in a book and we'll talk about those issues that nobody wants to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll put them in the book. Now, the book is not like a how-to, like how to be a confident person. It's more, if you've ever seen Diary of a Wimpy Kid,
Mm-hmm.
Dork Diaries, it's written along that line where it's doodles and the book is written to entertain, but it
Okay.
also has lessons in it. So
Mm-hmm.
if the child is reading,
Mm-hmm.
they're reading for enjoyment, but they're also learning a lesson. And what
Mm-hmm.
we found out was, and we made like humorous drawings. I drew the pictures, you guys. Now, I am not an artist. However, I'm all for trying to do things. So that's what I did. I just said, hey, I'm gonna try my best and draw some pictures. And they look like kindergarten did it. Somebody in kindergarten. Nothing against kindergarten children, but my my daughter that also she's an illustrator. She's really good at drawing. So we had her draw one of
Mhm.
the characters, and it was more a group effort,
Mhm.
at some point. So even with editing, we had my kids jump in and kind of
Mhm.
reread it. And what we found with them reading it was that the topics were no longer that uncomfortable. They were able to say, while they were laughing and kind of talking to each other in the corner, like,
Mhm.
hey, did you see what Dreamer did in the book? And we're like, hey, what are they talking about? We try to listen and see what are you talking about?
Uh-huh.
What part of the book was good? And so they were laughing and they were saying, Mom, Dad, I understand what she went through because
Mhm.
I, went through the same thing, or they had a friend who went through it. So it was
Mhm.
more relatable. And the
Mhm.
book is written in a diary format. So
Mhm.
instead of it being, like I said, a step by step, like a how to book, it's more this girl Dreamer writing her experience in a diary. And she's really
Okay.
going in, like she's being realistic about everything that happens to her
Mhm.
throughout her schooling, how she has bullies, what she does to the bullies. She's an entrepreneur in the book at some point, and she just talks about different life experiences. And we also were big on, still are big on vocabulary with my kids. We wanted them to
Okay.
learn those words. Yeah,
Mhm.
the higher level words. We put those in the book as well. And
Mhm.
you'll see whoever purchases the book will see that when they read the vocabulary, they'll also get like a definition. So it's kind of like, Dreamer,
Mhm.
did something. I don't know. I'm trying to think of so much. Probably should have had a book out,
Yeah.
but it's a vocabulary word. And then those words that are difficult for kids at that age to probably understand what the word means, we had the
Mhm.
definition in there. And then in the back, you had a glossary where you can look it up. And then it's like a whole nother story, reading all the vocabulary words together that will pull from the story.
Mhm.
So if a child likes fantasy, that's there. So the book is realistic, and then you had the
Uh-huh.
fantasy part, where
Mhm.
she goes through some life experiences,
Mhm.
some tough things,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
um, a very relatable book, very relatable
Mhm.
characters. A book so
Mhm.
interesting. Oh, thank you, Fluff and Stuff. So while she's going through the different experiences, she also is a transition where she's in like this fantasy land. So anybody who likes, fantasy, it's a
Mhm.
combination of both,
Mhm.
realistic and fantasy. So, and I won't tell you all, but she's like a special, very special person in this book. She's
Now, can
special
you
in
buy that from Amazon?
you can get it from Amazon. You just look up Geeky Girls Journal, and you can also go on my website is geekygirlsjournal.com.
Okay.
Um, Geeky Girls Journal. And here, it's right here on the shirt. I wore the shirt for anybody who wants to.
It's pretty
I,
too.
thank you. I came prepared today, Miss Betty. See that? I took off
Knew
my
she better
painting
get.
clothes.
She knew she better get here.
Look, I said people might be watching this live that won't see my channel. So what do? You put on the shirt, and you can buy this shirt right off Geeky Girls Journal.
Yeah. But
And
what
yeah,
I've noticed now, and it's not when I came along, and probably when you came along, I really think kids read a lot more. I lived in the library. Oh, I was gonna say, love to travel with Wave. Hello, and anybody else came in? I don't think so.
hello, hello.
But I lived in the library, and I noticed even kids that's A students, they don't really read. And I say, if you don't read, you can't comprehend. So I
You
don't.
know,
Mhm.
oh, go ahead, Miss Betty.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's what gets me. Kids don't read.
Yeah, you know what? That's the thing. Like I taught before, before I became a
Mhm.
stay-at-home mom and started my business. And the reason I started the business, you all, was because of my daughters. After we wrote the books and put them out, then I said, you know what, I need to do more because I still wasn't satisfied with the results.
Mhm.
So I said, hey, my husband and I got together. We're like, hey, let's just start a business. So Geeky
Mhm.
Girls Journal was born. Now I'm gonna go back to what Miss Betty said about books. So that was always a big deal in my household,
Mhm.
because like you said, when I was younger, my mom took us to the library all the time, and we had to have books
Girl,
in
I
our
come home
hands.
with all them books.
We had to take books, and my husband and I decided we didn't want our daughters to go down the path of not reading and not comprehending. And I taught first
Mhm.
grade, so I
Mhm.
taught fluency and I taught reading, and I told myself when I had
Mhm.
my own kids, I wanted to make sure that they could read before they entered kindergarten. So that
Mhm.
was something that was really important to us, that they could read, that they could understand those words. So we
Mhm.
made them go to the library. They still do. In fact, it's weird because I feel like they almost read more than I did. Um,
Good. That's
they
a
did.
yeah.
They would choose to read over games.
Mm-hmm.
So, now my younger ones, they're kind of like trending a little bit differently. All these devices and games and everything. Whew, and they can find everything everywhere. So we had to
I
keep,
know.
so we had to tell them, listen, get a book, read a book. So it's a little bit more push, but we still push that vocabulary because fluency comprehension, like you said, that's what's important because you can read something all day long, but if you can't understand it,
I know. I
you
know.
read something and didn't even know what you were reading.
I even read Gone with the Wind, and that's a
Did you?
1,000 pages. I know. Hey, Ethel the van. Oh,
Hey, Ethel.
I see y'all having a lot of fun in the UK. I'm missing it. I am
Oh,
missing it. Yeah, but yeah, that's one thing I see that kids don't read a lot. My sons didn't. But get this, now they do. They
yeah.
research everything, and that's how I was. So I guess it does carry over eventually.
Yeah, it'll carry over. You know what it is, Miss Betty? Like now people, you don't really have to be as dependent on the library because you have everything right here at your fingertips. You have a cell phone. Just
Mm-hmm.
type it in and Google it. The answer will pop up.
And there's
I always say,
my son, Tom, Latchkey Gen
oh,
Xer.
hi. Hi, Tom.
Tell him, Tom, you're a little white. He called me mom, and I call him my son, honey. That's
That's,
mine.
he can tell us he's a latchkey kid too, huh?
The latchkey with that thing around his neck, that key. He remember. Because my boys, they looked at a lot of cartoons. They played outside all the time. They
Yeah. Well,
out,
see,
yeah.
I would say that was a thing that my parents had
Mm-hmm.
us doing. See, now kids, well, to this
Mm-hmm.
point, they were in a little bit more, especially during COVID. But we used to have to stay out. They'd say, "Go outside and play." You couldn't be a part of grown people's conversation. Get outside. Go run
They
around until the
did.
street lights come on. Yeah,
Yeah.
get out of here.
And I was a nosy little thing. I knew a lot.
That's how they put you out.
I tell people, when you're little, you're that same little girl when you get older. Of course, you're more mature. But
Yeah,
I say if you were giggly, if you were, unless your life was just bad, you know.
yeah.
But I was always talkative, always giggly, always outgoing. But people can't believe I'm a loner.
Yeah.
I don't like a lot of people around me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm a loner. So
Okay.
anybody out there a loner, but they love to be out. I could be a politician wife, but when I went
Yes.
home, I don't want the parties.
I'm like that too. I'm really good when it's like you said, when there are when it's a crowd, I'm good. Hey, I can
Mhm,
be in that crowd or the party or whatever in the group, but once
mhm.
I get home, I just want it to be my space,
Yeah,
decompress. Yeah, I don't have to
yeah.
have a whole lot.
Hmm. Let's see
But
what she
yeah,
here. Do you know what I
okay.
find crazy? My children have all this information
At
at
their
their
fingertips.
fingertips, but are so rubbish at researching information. It's like it's information overload, and they lost the skill. Yep. Even with cursive writing, how they don't have to cursive write anymore.
Yeah, they don't teach that anymore. I mean,
Mhm,
what for a signature, like everything is digital, so you just use your
mhm,
access codes and
mhm.
I'm a social introvert. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I think I am too, Heather.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Okay, is that what I'm called? Social
I guess
introvert?
and some people say, what is it, ambivert? Is it ambivert? Extrovert, introvert, and ambivert. Think ambivert is the person who can do both. Like you're an extrovert, but sometimes you can be internal too. I'm a loner. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, latchkey. And that's kind of hard because you see his outgoing personality. It's kind of hard to think of. That's why people don't think that I am.
But I know I wouldn't have thought that, but then if I, thought
Yeah.
about it a little bit tougher, I mean, that's not that,
Hmm.
weird for me because I know other
Yeah.
people like that.
Oh,
I'm
I
like
was
that.
going to talk about cheering too. That's what I want to talk about.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, Rim,
Yes.
because Rim have a big family too. He's like a homesteader. He just said,
Hmm.
"Hey, Rim family."
Hey, Graham.
Um, but when I was coming along, even though some people had a lot of children, if you had more than two, people go hide. They in
They
my
still do.
circle, that was in my circle. My sister-in-law, when she got pregnant with her third one, she cried. And then she went and got pregnant with a fourth, and then her stomach getting big, and she denying it.
She was
But
in denial.
and the baby was really small too. That was her smallest baby.
Oh, I had some big
But
babies.
yeah, but I noticed that families seem to be getting big again.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They seem to be getting bigger again. They seem to be. Let's see. Somebody say I hit the wrong thing. Somebody bother. I can socialize with the best of anyone. Yep, but only once a fortnight. Then I need to rest and be alone. Yeah.
Hmm.
What about
Hmm.
Warner, Heather? She said you always worry about Warner. That's her part. Her partner in crime too.
Sorry. Well, you have to ask about both to make sure everybody's fine over there.
Uh-huh. Everybody got any questions that they want to ask us? I guess everybody told us about the loner.
You
Uh,
know, Betty, back in your time, because you were saying how, people would, after two, they would kind of be like, oh, too many kids. you know, I can remember those times when people be like, oh, you got one of those kids. I never thought I would have, never thought ever, ever. But I tell people, like, that goes to show you God has a sense of humor because I specifically had the conversation with the good Lord Jesus 100 times. I want one girl, but you see what happened.
Yeah, when I had that second one, I knew it wasn't gonna be no third one. I can still remember carrying him. Oh my God. I was walking from work. I could see myself now. That baby
Oh,
got falling. He was sitting right on my bottom, too, ready to
mhm.
drop out. 2 hours
Oh,
later. 2 hours.
ooh,
Both
oh,
my kids. I have babies fast.
yeah. My
Mm,
first one didn't come fast. My second one did. I had my second one on the highway on the way to the hospital.
that's the best.
And I almost had my third one on the highway.
Yeah, because the more you have, the faster them little crumb crushers start coming.
They do come fast. You're like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Rim was asking who's your beautiful guest. Oh, I don't have your name up there. Nope. Oh, we don't have your
Thank
name up
you. Oh,
there.
I didn't put it up.
That's
I
all
guess I
right.
didn't
That's
put
all right. That's all right. She is Andrea Geeky Girls Journal.
it. Yes.
She's really on that positive end for children. She wrote a book. And what's the name of the book? Her and her husband wrote a book.
Yeah, it's Geeky Girls Journal. If I were you, I'd want to be me is the first part. And the second part is if I were you, I want to be me too.
Mhm.
TOO. And you can get it on Amazon and you can also get it on Geeky Girls Journal. If you go to geekygirlsjournal.com,
Mhm.
geekygirlsjournal.com, I know I speak fast sometimes,
Yeah.
then it's a sale there. Go get it. We have digital copies. If you
Uh-huh.
like to hold the
You
book in
don't
your
have one
hand,
close by, huh? You have to
I
go out
do.
to get it.
I have two of the hard copies close by,
Okay.
actually.
Okay.
I can go right
Yeah,
now.
okay, we can see it.
Give me a second.
Oh, I'm just so glad everybody is here. I get to take the weekend off. I think I asked y'all before how many of you take a couple of days off from YouTube because I was taking off no days. I had been doing 8 months, 7 days a week.
Ooh,
So anybody else take off any days from YouTube?
I take days off now. Look, I'll tell you
Mm,
what, I got really bad. I was taking off so many days. I just took off like a whole week one time. And I was like, oh, I need to post because I
mhm.
haven't even been visible. So I took off and just got
Listen,
too
I
excited.
ain't telling her to take days off. I ain't, I ain't telling her to take days. Oh, she put it up there. I ain't telling her to take days off and not do nothing. When she
I
come
know.
back on, you supposed to be. But that's what it is. It's real hard though getting those videos up because the day I knew I had to have Monday up and ready to go, or else I couldn't take that day off tomorrow.
And you know what? I got terrible. I have all these videos, Miss Betty, that I just put in a file that I had. I know I need to get to and edit, and I like organized everything, and I'm trying
Mhm.
to reorganize. And I was like, oh, I have all these videos. I need to go back
Uh-huh.
and put them up. Warner, Miss Heather is talking to you
Yeah,
today.
Warren is worse
It's
than
worse
me.
than-
Talking about being antisocial.
Antisocial. Yeah, that's why. Well, I got the books, Miss
Okay, the
Betty. If you
book.
want me to.
Okay,
Okay, so
yeah.
if you can, you all see them, or do I need to put this back a little bit?
Probably,
Okay,
probably.
so they look A little.
Yeah.
Can you see, Miss
There it is.
Betty?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, so they look a little similar. This is the first one. Um, and you see, I put tags in it because I was going to do a live, a little bit more in-depth live where I could tell people
Uh-huh.
about it because I realized I hadn't really done that. So this is
Mhm.
the first one. And the second one is, it looks so similar because it initially was written
Oh,
as one book, but it
oh.
was so long, we ended up splitting the book in half because we realized for the target audience, for
Mhm.
the readers, that the book would be too long and they might get like, oh, I'm tired of reading. So we just split it.
Mhm.
And so,
Mhm.
this is what they look like. They are a little bit different. So the first
Yeah.
one is the purple one, and the second, the
Mhm.
lots are different. The details in the books are different.
Mhm.
Let me see. I'm going to show you all a couple of pictures while we're on here. See those
Mhm.
drawings? I did that. I know they look a little. Let's see. Can you see, Miss Betty?
I can see, yeah, ski rental booth now. Them little birds, I see.
Yeah. Don't worry about the words right now. Listen, we're gonna go on an illustration of it. A little leaf. But see, it's written like a journal. Let me take this out. So this is her chapter one.
Mhm.
Um, I know it's hard to see it.
Yeah. What does it say?
Um,
Because I'm not gonna be able to.
okay. This
Maybe
is her.
the first paragraph.
It says Dreamer's private journal invaded by you, the reader. So she's really sassy. She has a bit
Okay.
of all my girls' personality mixed in. Like she's
Okay.
sassy, smart, all that. So really entertaining, sarcastic.
So which one
Um,
have your personality?
which are my kids? Oh my second.
Okay.
She is a fireball.
My second child is me. Woo!
Yes, my second, and I think my fourth. Like my second, she is like, and she'll tell you in a minute. In a
Somebody
minute.
said, how did you design? Who did the design for
That
the cover? Because that's beautiful.
Oh, thank you for this.
Mhm.
The cover art. So
Mhm.
we had a contest. I don't know if you all have ever heard of 99 Designs. I don't even
Uh,
know if they're still around, but we're talking, this happened back in 2010 when we first started working on it,
hold
2011.
on. Jamie says the link on your page,
Yes, it is on my
on
page.
your on
It's
your
also
YouTube
on my
page.
YouTube channel. Yep,
Okay,
it's on the
yes.
YouTube.
Drop. Thanks, Jamie. Drop that for me. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Jamie. And look, see teamwork.
I
Hey.
know. You think I'm a miss they thing? Yeah. But
Yes, tuba chat. How long we had, Miss Betty? Let's see.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah, oh, I'm not worried about tuba chat. But
Okay.
somebody has said
Somebody
something.
said something about it. So let me see. I
Who
don't know.
said that? Somebody else said something else I missed.
I'm trying to find
Oh,
the picture.
somebody, it was Ethel. She said that she only posts once a week, is what it
Yeah,
is. It
you
is.
sound like me, Ethel.
Yeah, but Ethel does a lot. She tours the little towns and stuff and get the little
Oh,
history. Girl, that's what they say. That take a whole week to edit.
yeah, that's a lot to do. That's a whole lot.
Ethel Van, how long does it take you to edit the videos mostly? It take too long for me.
It take
That's
too
what
long.
I know.
That's why
I love to edit though.
you like to edit.
I
You know what?
love to edit.
Put these back. That's why the
Anybody
lives
else
are.
love to edit?
That's why the lives are so good because you don't even have to edit. You just get on here and talk. Sorry,
Oh,
guys, I have to go to bed.
yes, you
Okay.
in the UK. Okay, Ethel, I'll catch you on Instagram or your channel.
Yeah. Bye,
Thanks
Ethel. Nice
for
meeting you.
coming. Oh, but yeah, it's but yeah, my boys, like I say, they played outside the whole time, and then the Nintendo came.
Oh,
That's what happened. Oh, you know
Nintendo.
what? Before we say the Nintendo, the biggest mistake I made was putting a TV in their room.
Now,
If
see,
I knew what I knew today, I would have never put a TV in their room.
yeah, I don't have TVs in my kids' room for that same reason. And my parents would always ask, like, Erica, you don't want them to have a TV? We'll buy it. I was like, it's not like we can't
Don't do
afford
it.
it.
Don't
We
do it.
don't want them to have one in
Yeah,
there
they
because we didn't want them to go to
told
sleep
me.
to the TV.
Anybody else children have the TV in their room? I be asking, honey. Helen,
Yeah,
did
not
you have
mine.
a TV in your room growing up?
Did, did you, Miss Betty? I didn't.
We had one little black and white TV.
Do you remember the televisions with the antennas, Miss Betty?
We had that. We had
Oh,
that. We had the outside antenna. We had 3 channels. I don't know how it was in Australia. How many channels y'all had, Heather? We had 3: ABC, NBC, and CBS.
the major networks. Do you remember? Now see, I was young when this happened, but I remember it when when the TV, the shows would go off at a certain time, and they would play like the
Yeah,
American flag
we
and
get
stuff would come on.
cut off. 11 o'clock after the 11 o'clock news or 10 o'clock news, and then it'll
Yes.
come on. Yeah, girl.
You see, let me read the chat.
I remember the first time I seen somebody kiss on TV.
Oh,
Love Story. Girl, I was like, ooh, look at that.
was that one of the nighttime soaps? Was that the first time you saw somebody kiss on it? You said Love Story?
Love Story. You know, with Ryan, I can't remember their name. They old. I think one of them dead now, but both of them still alive, but they would be real old because they was older than me.
I can remember Dallas and it was Dallas and something else that my mom used to watch.
Yeah.
Like
Listen,
those
Crafty
nighttime
Leo
soaps.
said, wait a minute. She said she remembered too. And then Crafty Leo talking about Love Boat. Girl, I used to look at Love Boat too.
Ooh, yes, Love Boat. Oh
Love
yes, I remember that.
Boat. Yeah, child. We used to, oh, it's the
The
plane. The
Love
plane is
Boat.
coming, boss. The plane is coming. I can't remember that one.
What was that with the look? What was it
Fantasy
called?
Island, some kind of
Fantasy
island.
Island. What's it called? Fantasy Island? Yes.
I think it was it Fantasy Island people?
Yeah, I think so. When did it supposed to be? I think it was supposed to take place in Hawaii, maybe.
It's the plane. It's the plane, boss. Listen,
Do
oh
you
my
remember
God.
Hill Troopers? We
Heaven
had
sent
2 channels.
we had 2 channels until
She said they
78. Listen, she remember the year.
2 channels.
And then we got a third and fourth to the mid 2000s.
Now we have about
God,
12.
now we have about 12 free air channels.
Mm.
I think they allow us about that. Oh, yeah. Look at Crafty Leo. She talking about
Gilligan
Gilligan.
Island. She
Yeah.
rem- she reminded us of all of the shows.
Yeah.
You-
She was looking at TV. Probably had Crafty Leo. You had a TV in your room growing up.
Did you have a bedtime, Crafty Leo?
Now, Latchkey talking about he grew up on Atari
Oh
and
yeah,
later Nintendo, but it seemed like we could put it down better back then. Yeah, because y'all had
yeah,
to do work. Y'all had chores. Look,
yes. We
hang
had
out.
no choice. We had
Yeah,
those parents that said, "Put it down now," and they meant it.
yeah. And like he said, he reminded me today when we talked was how we used to drop them off at the mall and then pick them up. Or we
Yeah,
drop them off at the movies, pick them up. So it
yeah.
wasn't like you going in somebody's car. You pick
Mm-hmm.
drop them off. Tampa barbecue is here.
Hey, Tampa barbecue.
We want some
Oh,
barbecue.
yes. I was just about to say that sounds. Look, right
Oh, this is
now,
Crafty Leo. Now she talking about
man.
MASH. I
Oh,
didn't look at MASH that much until the reruns.
no, MASH. Oh my! I remember my uncle used to watch it when I would go over his house, and I would fall asleep because the color just made me just so sleepy, and I was just so bored
Uh-huh.
watching. We had purchased a TV license. Really?
When they
When
first
they
came
first
out.
came
Over
out.
there in Australia, inspectors could come anytime, day or night, and ask to see it. If you didn't have one, you
Oh, oh,
never
they didn't play.
they needed a license.
Yeah, I
Tampa
see.
Barbecue said, "Hey, was she talking to you or me?" I said, "I guess." Well, Tampa
Hi.
Barbecue, hey, guess. Yes, she did. We already
Hey,
said,
guest. Yes, I'm the guest. Hot Tampa barbecue.
we talking
Look.
about the good old days, girl. But you know
Hmm.
what I say? Nothing has really changed. It's just intensified.
Yeah.
And because my niece was telling my brother, talking my daddy, you just things unchanged. I say, nope, everything remains the same. It just has intensified. It got worse.
They
Girls were
said,
getting pregnant. People was having sex out of wedlock. They probably were doing it more. And
yeah. The only thing is, y'all used to say, "Don't buy the cow before the milk." Wait, don't buy the milk before the cow. Wait a
then
minute. What
they
is it
cut
saying?
off your belly, and then you got to get married.
Yeah. Yes. And was it why buy the cow if you can get the milk for free? That's what it was.
And then really, Oh, look, what you say, Crafty Leo?
Let me see.
You
Crafty
made
Leo.
me forget. Laugh out loud. It was pretty boring.
See,
Crafty
I had the
Leo,
mask
are
too,
you a
Latchkey.
millennial? She can't be a millennial. She remember. Yes, she could.
Heather says she
Leo,
loves
what
me.
are you? Are you millennial or she's not latchkey?
She couldn't be because MASH was out when I was young, and I'm a Gen
She's
Xer,
not,
so
but they kept showing reruns.
oh,
It's
okay.
what it
She says she's a latchkey.
hello.
Hi, Annabelle.
Yeah, talking
Ultraman.
about it was pretty boring. They played outside. Nah.
I listen. I would prefer to go outside. If they said watch MASH or go outside, I would go outside. You wouldn't even hear me argue about it. All right, see ya.
Mhm.
You're fine. Do you remember Hill Street Blues, Miss Betty?
Oh, girl, I love history. I even watch the reruns sometime.
Oh, did
Now, my
you?
husband is from the silent generation. So that's more of like the Westerns. He watches
Oh,
those, but he's more, I'm from the Dick Clark generation, is what I say.
okay. Yeah. We all know Dick Clark with his specials. Well, then
Okay, Heather. Now remember, you from
Major
my favorite
Margaret.
was Major Margaret Houlihan. Oh, okay, an amazing complex character like me, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Heather, because I would really like to get to really know Heather, really know her. It's
She
just
says
one of
she's
the people
complex.
you really want to know. I really want to know her. Yeah, kind of know the history. So
Mhm.
yeah, and then I think back, even with the discipline, I don't know, because we spanked and we learned it from our parents, but I don't know.
Oh no, they said, when you know better, you do better. I was, listen, whipped. And I don't even know if that's you. I should be saying that, but that is what happened. Like,
Yeah, no,
my,
that's nothing.
remember the switches?
Anybody
My
else
parents, you got
spanked?
spanked, you got a whipping with the switch, you got all of that. I don't do the
Mhm.
switch. Like my kids, I tell them they don't experience whippings the way I got them. Like I don't.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like Generation Xers and probably definitely millennials, like we tend to have, well, I'll say, I'll speak for myself. My father, he was really good about talking and lecturing before he gave
Mhm.
the whipping. And I used to be like, please just whip me. I don't even want to hear, like, I don't want to know what I should have did because I knew I wasn't supposed to do that. But
Uh-huh.
just give me the whipping. I'll take the whipping. Spare
Mhm.
me with the conversation. But I know it was a learning moment. We were supposed to learn
Uh-huh.
this is what you're supposed to do now. So I tend to be like with my kids, like I'm talking to them more than I think my parents, like I don't whip as much.
Yeah,
I don't whip, I
yeah.
talk and I try to explain, and
Mhm.
say, do you understand why you're in trouble?
Mhm.
You take stuff. But with my kids, I don't even know, like I don't whip them, but I almost feel like they would probably prefer to get maybe, I don't know, maybe prefer to get whipping
They
as
just say,
opposed to getting something. Yeah,
no.
because my kids used to cry when I used to tell them for a punishment, and this is a true story. And I'm talking
Uh-huh.
about my older two. One of them is
Uh-huh.
18 and she's on her way to UPenn, Miss
Uh-huh.
Betty. But the way I used to punish them was to say, I'm not taking them to the library. I'd be like, I'm not taking you to the library. You're not going today. And they'd be like, oh, I'm like, oh, that worked.
That wouldn't work for me.
Me either, but it works for
Let me
them.
tell y'all, I deserve every beating I got. I ain't gonna even
Me too.
lie.
Me too.
And the worst one I ever got, my mom, and it was out of fear too. My mom went to work in the evenings, and I wouldn't come straight home from school. I just going over to this other girl's house. So what she did, she asked her boss to let her off work, and she hid the car. So when I got up on that porch, I looked up. I said, "Oh my God!" She said, "Pray to your God, because I'm gonna kill you tonight." She told my butt.
And I bet she did.
But
Um,
you know what? When I look back at her, it's fear at that time. That time I know it was fear that you know where your child was, and I'm working. My sister told everything.
you
She saved my butt a lot.
know what? It's like you don't understand the complexity of it until you become a parent. Like a lot of things, I almost thought my parents were crazy sometimes. But when I had my own kids, I was like, they weren't crazy. Not even
Mm-hmm.
a little bit. They weren't crazy. It was me. I was the
Yeah,
one.
Tampa Barbecue said, I don't spank, I put my hand on my kids. Okay, now. Okay, this what I don't like about the new kids. I don't like it. I don't like it. When they come to somebody's house, why they running through people's houses?
See, no,
Why?
that's enough.
And some will even go to your refrigerator. And the parents want, girl, my children.
My kids don't do that because they'll see. I'm the type of parent like I don't whip my kids, but I call them right at the moment on their
Yeah.
actions. I be like, "Oh, what you doing? No, you know better than that." So they don't do that. Oh no, you're not running around. You're not
I
acting like you don't have any home
said, and
training.
another thing, my kids had bedtime. These kids don't have no bedtime. What bedtime they have?
I know I'm kind of terrible with that myself.
See that?
I know what is bedtime.
That's
I'm
what I'm saying. But you know what? I think I say y'all don't get it. That's y'all time. Listen, Crafty Leo, send them home, honey.
it, it is our time. That's why I make the mistake because I
Yeah,
just
and I tell parents that
it's true.
time is your. My kids used to go to bed early, and then all that time was my time.
See,
Y'all
that's
missed
been
a
my
good
problem this
time.
whole that's been my problem this whole time. I finally am starting to get a handle on it with this fifth. I'm like, wait a minute. If I put them in a bed, I can do stuff. But what I was
I
doing was
don't
like,
see
I
nobody in the comments saying that y'all got bedtimes over there.
see
Who do
who
bedtimes?
right. Put in the comment section if you do bedtime for your children. You know, but
Those
my
kids
sister
be tired. How they get
they
up for
are tired.
school?
They tired. Listen, I told my older ones especially, you want to stay up, you getting up. Oh, you still getting up for school. So the older ones know, but
Ain't
the little
nobody answering down in there.
nobody. It's quiet now. Let me see who
Oh,
said
that's
something.
a critique. Critique. No, I'm not gonna ask you because you're in the college though. Did you get spankings when you were growing up? We talk. She like, Lord have mercy. You don't
Oh,
have to answer it if you don't
we
want
putting
to.
her on blast.
But
I did.
she's a different culture too, Indian. So
Okay.
I don't know. I really
Yeah.
don't know. Critique, what is the Indian culture for disciplining your children? She's okay. Tampa Barbecue say they homeschool their children. So since you're homeschool, are you gonna do that all the way to 12th grade till they graduate? Heather said we had to be in the
Got
bed
that at
9:30.
9:30.
That was
I
late
think
at my
that's
house.
too late. I think mine was at 9 or 9:30. And
Yeah,
my
when they
kids
got
don't.
my oldest son 5 years older than other, then he got 9, and then
Yeah.
the little one stayed at 8:30. And they get
My
used. You know why y'all want them children to go to bed early? Cause they get up early. That's what somebody told me. See that?
and we got things to do. You know what? Because I'm still running around a lot of times. And cause you okay, let me use this for an example. One of my sister-in-laws, she is really good, like consistent about getting her kids in the bed. It used to be 6:30 and it's 7 o'clock. And my kids heard that they were like 6:30, 7 o'clock. Like we barely eating at that point. Like, how do you go to bed that early? But my kids are night owls, but I do agree that you get more time on that
Listen to
end.
Critica. But now she in college. Her brother in college.
What she say? But
But
it's
I
been
love her to death. But it's been years. She said, my parents, I know they were strict. I can look at your mom and dad. They scare me. Now they just chill. What you mean? Y'all
you
grown.
know because they're grown. That's why once you get grown, parents change. Like they are not more friendly, but they speak to you now on an adult level. When you were young, my parents did not listen. My parents did not play
But
that.
now I'm gonna be
What's
honest.
the
If you grown, that's where my children get gone. You are not gonna stay out all night, and you ain't coming in no 1 or 2 o'clock, because then you
oh
gonna wake
no.
me up. So they
Let
know
me tell
it's
you what.
time to go.
I still
Yes.
wouldn't go to my parents' house right now and come in at a certain time because I already know. Sorry, mom.
It's
They
like
be like,
you not coming here no 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. You better find your roof over your head.
you better go somewhere else. What is your problem? And why are you coming to my house at 1 o'clock in the morning? Is the
You
question.
still got to pay bills. You got to listen. Critique, you got me dying laughing. I got it. She
She
said,
said, Evan, I still can't be out
I
till
said,
late.
that's right, girl. I'm so
10:30.
proud of your parents. I
Good for
bet you
you.
had bedtime. Critique, you had bedtime.
Somebody said nothing good happens after dark. So you need to be at
I
home. Be out
girl,
those
it
streets.
happened in the daytime too.
I'm an old mom with young kids. You are not. What do you mean, old mom? Because if you knew, I have a 3-year-old. So
3 year
Oh my, right, 3. And I don't know if you all heard it. She was knocking on the door a second ago, but remember I told you I locked it. Her older sister came to get her though, so it worked out.
Let's see. She said, my mom started tracking me like, you better come home. Yes, ma'am.
And see,
I'm
the
with
other
her.
thing, Miss Betty, you know what? And so you might be able to attest to this,
Mhm.
Miss Betty, because back then, when my parents are the same, like same generation you are, Miss Betty, I think.
Mhm.
And no, everybody in the area
Mhm.
knew, like when they were growing up, everybody in the area, like it really was a village raising a kid. I guess
Mhm.
that's probably when it came from because everybody knew
Mhm.
they tracked you. Wait a minute, that's such and such daughter going down the street, and then they call you. I saw your daughter going down the street. So that carried on a little bit. When we were younger, my parents they would be like, "Oh, I saw your daughter on Main Street." You'd be like, "What? She on Main Street?" Everybody knew. And everybody kept tabs. So you didn't try to pull a whole lot of stuff because they told on you. They told on you. I had my first
And
and baby.
girl, and I listen. That's another thing. You could tell a parent, they'll say, my children ain't girl always say, I got my eyes. Thank you very much. That's
Yeah.
been my thing. Crafty Leo says she has a 2-year-old. Tampa Barbecue said that she had her first at 34. And let's see. I think Kritika said now she can stay out late. I lost. She said I
You
guess
ain't college.
since she started college, there's no bedtime. Well, yeah, we know ain't no bedtime, but you still have to be home at a certain time right now, don't you, Kritika? Because I'm gonna have to call your parents, don't you?
Because she's grown now, Miss
She,
Betty.
well, she ain't that grown. She's still staying home now.
That's right, Pratika. Be safe out there.
Who? Who? Girl, you done lost your mind.
But Miss Betty, you seem like a really
You
nice and
better
chill
talk,
mom.
girl. Anyway,
Miss,
we gonna move on. I ain't play them, man.
I don't think Miss Betty
That's why
played.
they know how to do. Yeah, she said 10:30 is the limit. Okay, I like your mom and daddy now. Okay. That's how I'm a good parent. I do. It's so dangerous out there now.
Oh
Now
yeah.
that once you go on your own, you in your own place, you can do whatever you want. My
That's right.
son, get this, my baby son, he been gone forever, but he was like, I went to visit him when they had the baby. And then he was saying something. He talking about, Mama, get out my house. Time I've been wanting to say that forever. Because I used to tell him
I'm
that
just playing. I'm
all
just
the
playing.
time. Annabelle say, even when we're grown, I still have to follow rules. So at 19, I moved out. That's why most kids moved out because
Exactly, because you had to. I moved out at 18. I said, "Well, see, I'm gonna get my own apartment, and then you can't tell me
most
what to
of us,
do."
most of us, oh Lord, you had them old parents, Tom, latchkey generate. So
What
about the
about the
street
street?
lights rule, it did not apply during daylight
Yes.
savings time. You better be there before dark. But we were so tired after we ran all day. We were tired. We were really tired after that.
See, I think now we may be more. We try different versions of caffeine and caffeine dependent. You got Starbucks and Monster drinks and all those type of things. Shout out
Mhm.
to a
Mhm.
Pepsi because if I get a good Pepsi in my system, I'll be up all night, all morning till 5 a.m.
Kritika, listen to the old lady. Okay.
Right.
She said, I know. Now, are we going to have a break before we get? I know India. See, I don't know y'all culture, but you're going to tell
Right.
me tonight. So you don't leave your parents' house until you're married, right? You don't have no in between where you can move out to an apartment. I think they stay with their parents until they get married.
Yeah, because
Culture.
I don't know either, but I know
Mhm.
do they still have arranged marriages, Kritika?
I don't think
No,
so. I don't know, but I don't
that's
think.
probably
But you know what? I'm not mad with your culture if they do that because, honey, 1 out of every 2 Americans end in divorce. So we must be doing something wrong too.
you need to do something differently.
She said technically we can, but
Mhm.
I can't because I can't do life without them. Mm. Okay, I'm not
Um,
going to ask a question on that one, but okay. But I like your parents though, girl. Yeah,
like you
because
said,
different
somebody's gonna tell
cultures.
me.
We talk about different cultures, but sometimes they work better than ours. You know, And it
Yeah.
depends on what you raised up with. I say,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
agree. You
Mm,
know, sometimes people, okay, they don't do the research. And I'm just going to say, you don't do the research before you
mhm.
marry that person. And you just jump in
Yeah.
and, you know, because it's all
But when
blissful.
you're
Like
young, what time, how old were you when you got married?
20, I was 26 going on
See,
27.
see, but that's the age. I say around 27 because your brain's starting to get there. See, my first marriage, I was like 21, 22.
And I was going to say,
And
people said I was on the older end doing it.
you see, that's You
From
should
my community, they were like, oh, he's so older.
we
And I'm
were
like, well,
we were not ready to both of us were children. That's what we and we had a baby and we were children.
yeah.
Tampa
But
Barbecue said she was 18, and it just depends. You know,
you had
Critique
energy with them too.
Critica, you got some time. She said
Yeah.
she's 26, right? You got some time. Girl, let me see him before you marry. Yeah. She-
Yes, we'll tell you. Let us have a conversation because we'll ask the hard questions. You know, sometimes when you in it, you don't, you know, you might not ask all the questions that somebody who does not care about that person will ask. Only in Western culture do we kick our kids out. Yeah, we
yeah,
do.
because y'all
It's
be
like one of
doing
those
what
things.
y'all supposed to do.
It is
Critica them
like
doing what they supposed to do.
they're like as soon as you 18, you out of here,
Look
out of
at
my house. You know
Critica
what?
them. They come in at 10:30. Would you
Yeah.
gonna come in at 10:30, Miss Annabelle? No.
Were you Miss Annabelle? I was because my parents didn't play that. I was told, is there anything I could do for you, mother?
Oh, fluffing stuff is bad. Did your sons have a TV in their room fluffing stuff? Critique it when you have children. Don't let your children have a TV. Oh, can they probably got a TV in their room? Don't let your children have a TV in their room.
No, give them some books. Let them read books,
Hey,
and they can
Face
put the
the
nightlight on. And stuff.
Melody, how you
Mhm.
doing? We're
What's
talking
that?
about the good old days, girl. How I my
Hey,
days
Facebook.
was facing reality. Are you a latchkey? Are you a millennial? Which one are you? Oh, you know another thing about latchkey, and I always tell Tom is we forget about y'all. We
I
do.
know.
We talk about me, the baby boomers, and then
Hmm.
we skip over to the millennials.
Yes,
Y'all
y'all do.
are like the middle children.
Yes, yes, we are. Yeah, we had to stand up for ourselves. We're
Yeah,
here. Y'all
I
do, and I
know.
think the
My
millennials get a lot
son
of shine. You're right.
it's like y'all the middle children. Annabelle, what are you? Are you millennial or generation what I want to say latchkey?
X, yeah, latchkey
Yeah,
kids. We were latchkey kids,
yeah.
Generation X.
What did Fluff and Stuff say? I had to get that damn PlayStation out of my
Generation-
I don't know what the Lounge Pro is. She from my I don't know. Oh, lounge room.
No,
I wonder what's her husband playing it.
probably.
Okay, Jemiah is Generation X, and
Okay, all right, Jemiah.
somebody else was there. Oh, and Annabelle, both Generation X. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
they are.
I'm
Yeah,
in good
y'all
company.
Generation X. Y'all definitely not millennials.
Oh
So,
no,
Critique, are you millennial or
she
whatever?
probably like, is she or is she like a well not
26.
Z, Gen Z or millennial?
I don't know.
She
They
could be
call
either
it
one
they
in
keep
college.
moving and moving. They can't stand to sit long or read long. Crafty Leo, yeah, we know you an exer.
Yeah, you gotta keep these babies busy now. They don't want to sit.
Oh, she's a generation
Glorious Platter.
Z. She one of them Zetas. She was a millennial, but she's right at that cusp where she's a millennial, but then she's at the generation at
Who
Z.
is that? Pratika.
Uh-huh. Hey, Gloria Platter.
Hey,
Everybody trying
Gloria.
to come in here.
Hey,
Hey,
Gloria.
how y'all
Who-
doing?
Annabelle watched Land of the Lost Saturday mornings.
Oh, yeah. I love that. Land of
I
the
have no.
Lost. I tell you, I love, oh, we're talking about old TV shows. We're talking about spankings. We're talking about everything.
Everything.
Oh, you know another thing? Children and chores. Now, what do
Ooh,
your children do?
mine, they do chores. I had to do chores. My kids are doing chores. The only difference is my parents had a dishwasher later on, like before I left the house.
I
But
heard.
we did. They had a new dishwasher, and it's still new. Nobody's ever touched it. It's just there. Like nobody ever used it. We hand washed dishes. See, my parents had a routine. When we came in the house, latchkey kids, we came in the house. You were able to eat a snack, do your homework, do not go outside, do your chores. You know, that was, hey, girl. So yeah,
Now,
we
let
had to
me
do
tell
chores.
you about me. The oldest child, my sister, she got the brunt of it. Poor thing. I'm so glad I wasn't the oldest child. And then I was a baby for 11 years. Then when my mom had him, but I didn't have chores. When I think about, I had to wash dishes. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And I used to lazily do them. So what my mama did, she would wake me up 3 o'clock in the morning and make me rewash the dishes.
You
And you
see.
know I didn't do that long. Now my boys had chores. They had the dishes, they had the room, which they never kept clean,
Oh
and
my
they had the
goodness.
yard once a week. They all
Oh
who
yeah.
I hear had chores because a lot of these I hear a lot of mama that have teenagers and stuff. They don't cook. I'm like,
Uh,
well, what are you cooking?
let me tell you,
Because it's
my
easier for me to clean than the fuss.
yeah, no. It's too many of us in this house. You're gonna do some chores. And they wrote my kids rotate. They clean bathrooms, they do the dishes, they clean the living room, they clean the playroom. My younger kids have playroom and they just, their toys like they like little tornadoes. You
Uh,
clean up and then the house a mess in 10 minutes and then the big kids fussing because they gotta clean up again. But oh no, they rotate. You clean up everything because this is everybody's house, not just mine. I used to clean it by myself, but
oh God.
they're old
Gloria
enough.
Platter say we did chores and my kids do too. She got
That's right.
boys, although not as much as we did. Their lives are easier.
Oh yeah. Did you
Mm,
have to wash walls? We had to wash walls in my house. We had to wash the cabinets. And I
mm.
had my kids do that one time because they were like, I told them that I had, a lot that I had to do when I was younger. So I was like, listen, have you ever cleaned the walls? Or you going to clean the wall today? We clean the
Hey
surface from top to bottom.
Beverly, you
Hey,
girl, I'm
Beverly.
trying to grab everybody like a girl. We be chit chatting.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah. You got to grab them. And you see them
we
before I do. So I'm just going to repeat what you say. Hey, Beverly. So, yeah.
and Gloria Platter says she been cleaning bathrooms. Let's say cleaning bathrooms all
She's
night.
taking your kids visit
It's
me.
with me. Girl, they grown and you talk. Oh, she gone again, y'all. She key. I hope she got the link to come back. I wonder, do I have to? There she is. At least you got the link. Oh, girl, you fine.
My earbuds died. So,
Oh, hey, Beverly, are you a Generation X or a latchkey? What generation are you? Gloria, Gloria, are you a baby boomer? We kind of trying to find out who everybody is and what everybody did. Because you can kind of tell when people, I'm sorry. You can kind of tell when people like Kritika. I know my baby. I know, I I know. But you know what? My thing, I'm gonna get serious a little bit though. I
okay.
think when we get to 35, by 35, I think we lose a lot of precious time. A lot of precious time at 35. Because Kritika, when you get married and you have children, time is gonna go by like this. And then you're gonna be my age. So try to enjoy your time that you have in your life. That's the only thing I wish I would have done. Enjoy.
Can you say it again, Miss Betty? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening with the reception. It's going in and out, I guess, because I keep getting kicked out of StreamYard.
Really?
Can you repeat what you just said? I missed it.
Oh, okay. I wonder why it's kicking you out.
I don't know. It might be on my end. The reception
Oh,
is horrible. Mhm.
Beverly Moffitt says she's born in 60. No, I was just talking about when women it's women. Men are fine. But women, I just think when they get about 35, because really you're at your peak at 35. I'm telling everybody that right there,
That's
35,
it.
that's your peak. You are on the top of the hill. I just want y'all to know that. Them
Yes,
the best
35.
time, but really those were the best times really, but I still wasted a lot of time. And you don't want to look back and say you wasted time. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. You want
Mm,
to be able to maximize. That's what I say. This the other thing. Like, I don't want to live with regrets. Like, I want to just be able to, say whatever it was I wanted to do at that moment. I went for it. I tried
mhm,
it, even if I didn't end up doing the best
mhm,
job at it. At least I tried. Not on to the
mhm,
next thing.
mhm.
So, oh, Heather said something. I'm back. Oh, she was trying to get milk
Look,
delivered.
look at that milk delivered. I thought back in, oh, we got milk delivered too in the glass jars.
In the glass. So did they
Yeah.
really put it on the porch? Because I saw some shows. Did
Uh-huh.
they?
Yeah,
Hmm.
they sure did.
Fresh milk, and you ain't even have to go to the store to get it.
What is the one after baby boomer? No, not millennial. Generation X. Yeah,
Generation
what is after baby? Is Generation X after?
Generation X. Mm-hmm. That's as I think we're
Oh,
like 74
mm,
or 70 something to maybe
mm.
80.
Okay. Beverly, she said she's a cancer survivor. Oh, girl, I'm so grateful that you made it through. You gonna make it
Mm-hmm.
to the
Good for
old
you.
folks club.
You're a fighter.
You know what? And I love saying that though, because a lot of people do not make it to the old folks club. I tell everybody.
You know what? That is a blessing. Like, people be like, "Oh, you old," but it's a blessing every day that you are getting older. It is, because that means you're still alive.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Beverly, I'm so happy that you shared that with us. Because
Yes.
I'm telling you, that's sometimes a tough road to really travel. Because I know a couple of people in my family had it. So,
Mhm.
and like I said, I know I'm blessed to be the age and still can run a little bit. I was
Yeah.
out running the other day. I'm gonna have y'all dying laughing.
Did you? What? Tell us a story.
I can see the shadow on the street. I look like a little old lady. I
At least you were running.
had to laugh at myself. I look like a little old lady running. I really did.
Did you record yourself?
No, girl. Mm-mm, I did. I did. Oh, Erie Frog, I saw you.
Oh,
And
hi,
you know,
Earthworm.
Erie Frog, I was going to tell you too. I was coming on, but I was just rushing because I said, I want to see Erie Frog. He did
Yeah.
his first live, first or second, or third,
Oh,
but I got hold of one of his lives. He did real good. Oh
oh, I
my
missed.
God, Official Jamie. She said, my mom is a 40-year cancer survivor. Oof.
Oh, wow. That's
Oh,
great.
I know some
Glad you
people
took.
make it through.
And
You
some people like fight it multiple times. One, two,
know,
three.
mhm.
Generation X is 65 to 80.
To 80. Okay. Well, that means
Oh,
my
okay.
brother and
65,
sister did
1965 to 80. Thank you, Cratchy Leo. Look, she getting us straight. Thank you for the information.
because my sister is really could be my son's brother and sister because I was like 11 and 13 years older than her. So,
Hmm.
and I was a
Okay.
hot, so I just wanted to get married and get out the house.
Get out the house. That was your ticket out.
Then
That's
I
for my
wanted to
aunt.
come home.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
I want to come home. I'm sorry, Mama. But I didn't stay home that long. I really didn't. Erie Frog, I know you a Generation X. Some people you just know Generation X.
Gen X. All right. Gen
Mhm.
X. Gen X.
And I'm trying to see who else. This has been so good talking
It
about.
has. Oh, we've been
Yeah,
on the phone. Let's see.
about the past and our three little channels on the TV. I'm trying to think. I know we talked about discipline. We talked about them children running through the house. We
Right. You know what? Miss Betty, we need to go back to that because I've had
Okay,
that.
what happens when your kids go to a house that they don't really know?
First of all, that really does not happen because I that don't happen for me. That doesn't
Uh-huh.
happen because I'm one of those people, like, if I don't know you, I'm not really at your house,
Uh-huh.
and my kids definitely not at your house. Um,
Uh-huh.
but my kids have only been really to family members' house, and like I have had a close friend, so they went
Uh-huh.
over to her house. But with me, and she's Gen X too, and she's like
Mhm.
on top of her kids too. So if somebody was
Mhm.
doing something, we both be like, hey, stop them right in their tracks. You're
Yeah.
not running around the house, and you know,
Now, I don't know. Oh, you know what? Another thing, it's two things between the money people tell how much they make. We never did that. That was one thing. God dang it, the other thing slipped my mind.
You
But
think
the
about
money
it.
thing, we never told anybody how much money we made. People
Yeah,
ask, or they'll just tell, and they'll ask, "Well, how much is your? How much is your check?"
excuse me. Right, excuse me.
I notice they do, and even on Facebook. And I tell people, if you believe them people on Facebook, you think they in life that happy all the time.
Right. Everybody going through something at some point.
I know. No matter how
And
much money you make. Um, but
you still
everybody that's on here is a creator. Do you think YouTube is work? I always like to ask that. What do you
you
think?
asking
Think
everybody,
work?
YouTube is work. It's work.
It's
I mean,
hard work.
yes, work. Like I think that before people start YouTube, you probably actually feel like, oh, I can just jump on there real quick. I'm gonna get all the subscribers. People like me as soon as they see me. But it's work. Like you really have to network.
Mhm.
I did a little video about it. I just never put it up.
Oh, that's what it was.
What?
The wage. She put it right there. I remember.
Gen X are the only. Oh, what
She say don't ask anyone that. That's what I was gonna talk about, the age.
happened? Age or
I
wage?
will tell my age in a minute. I don't know. I have just always been proud of my. When I'm 30, I'm 30, 40, I'm 40, 50. But when I got to 60, and somebody else said that today, and he just Canada lose their internet all the time. But Gloria, think of it this way: do you know how many people haven't made it our age? Gloria, you look good. You she
I
looked
think,
good.
yeah,
But
let's check
yeah,
out
I just
the
think about the first person I realized that died that I really in my brain was three sisters went in the water and only one came out. And we were like in third or fourth grade. And I think about that. That shows defining moments in your life. And that was a defining moment. Was, I think back to that. And I'm like, you know what? I bet you people don't forgot about them. That
Yeah.
yeah, that's what
Mhm.
I'm thinking. That
Yeah.
um great farmer, we talking about age because he always say I'm not my age. And I
Oh,
always say, yeah, I look like Demi Moore, but when we wake up, me and Demi Moore look just like each other. They talking about they don't know why. What was that boy that was married to her? Um,
Ashton
they
Kutcher.
talking about, I don't know why he left her. She looks so good. I say, because he woke up with her.
Listen, they have makeup teams and all those things, and they keep them looking
Girl,
right.
she still couldn't keep up with that young man. That was Gloria said she
She's good
29.
tired.
She say
She felt pretty
regardless.
good.
Erie Frog says it is work. The internet is work. And some days I want to give up. I
Yeah,
do.
I- that's probably everybody in this chat, or
Uh-huh.
at some point or another, you like, okay, I'm done with this. Like, I'm done. You up editing all night with me? I'll be up editing when I edit on, at night because my kids go to bed late, so I'm up editing. You got to
Yeah,
think of the topics. What happens?
yeah.
Have you all thought about? Because everybody here is a YouTuber. Like, have you
Uh-huh.
ever thought like, what happens if I run out of a topic? Like, have you
Oh
ever had that feel like,
yeah.
yeah, like what do you?
That scares me. It just won't
Yes,
pop up or somebody be talking about something. I say, ooh, I'm gonna do one on that and write it down.
yeah, because you can easily like just have one of those moments. You like, I have nothing else to talk about, and I'm a creator, so I have to create. But what
Mhm.
happens when you just have one of those moments and you don't? I mean, that's when you
You're
definitely
gonna have to come and get out there and dance or something, or walk the
do
streets and
right.
do a walk, or go to
Right.
the store.
Yeah, I
Used
guess
to
it's a good thing now they have that the research button that under analytics that might be helpful. Going to
Mhm,
there to get a couple ideas because I
mhm.
don't know, like if you talk about if you feel like you cover a lot of topics and then you're like, what do I talk
Oh,
about now?
Beverly, she's a support. You know what, Beverly? I love people like you.
Me too.
Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you.
Supportive.
Because we have quite a few of you that support. Oh, thank
Mhm.
you. I have to definitely say that. You know,
Yes, we
yeah.
appreciate all the support.
Listen to Glory. What's
That's
funny is
funny,
my
Grandma.
oldest son will be my age soon. He'll be 29. Ah, she's 29.
Yo,
Okay, everybody.
too.
How y'all doing with them watch hours?
Yes. How you doing with the watch hours? Because I suck.
Did you look at them to see how many? I'm not asking how many. I'm saying, did you look at it to see?
Me,
What'd you say?
the last I looked, I think it was 70 or 72 or something like that. I don't even look because I don't want to ruin my day. I just,
I know you had to have, you should have, you don't have to have, you should have at least 2,000 by the time you have 500 people.
okay, so I had some work to do. Well, I don't have 500
We
yet, so I
all
got
have
time.
work to do, child. I got an Indian man running mine. We just, what they talking? He said, I said, I'll run yours. He ran. I know he running because them things moving, you know. So,
That's a good exchange then because those watch hours, oh my goodness. Especially like me, I have not created like my videos aren't that long. Usually like I put a lot of shorts up and that's nothing for watch hours. 15 seconds, 9 seconds here.
I don't know if they count. Do watch hours count for? They don't count for watch hours. I don't
I
think.
don't
Sure.
think they do. No, I think they're just visible. You know, the video is visible. So people say you get subscribers from there. So I have like a lot of views from the shorts, but watch time.
And Glory, well, let me say, Glory say, listen. Oh Lord, what did Glory say? Listen, when
That's
you
what
get
Jordan
old,
said.
the memory is the first to go. So it's safer to think of 29.
You can be 29 forever too. Then somebody, you might get confused with your real age. They'll be like, "How old are you?" Be like, "Oh, I'm 29. I don't know." You have to do the math. What year was I born?
But something during the pandemic happened to me because I used to go to I was pretty busy going to the gym and stuff. Then I started staying home a lot, and I just was looking at the TV. Then what happened? I noticed it too. My memory. I
Mm,
started, and then what happened was I'd be on the phone with somebody, and then I try to, you doing it, but then you trying to catch whatever you forgot. And I was talking to my sister one day, and she said, "Oh no, sister girlfriend." She said, "You think you smart." She said, "You better get a book, you better get a puzzle, you better get."
and
And
keep your
once I
mind active.
started that back, I don't forget nothing. So it is there.
Yeah,
It's there. It's
yeah.
definitely there.
They
Oh,
have those memory games too online. What is it? Luminosity. Lumosity. I think
mhm,
it's one of them. Or they'll
mhm.
do like things like that to keep your brain active. Let me tell you what. Listen. I'm not in my 50s yet, but I've had kids, and I feel like somebody told me the more kids you have, the more your memory goes. I'm like, that might be true because sometimes, have you ever
So
experienced when you know a
busy.
word? Hmm,
You so busy though.
you're so busy because you know what? Me, instead of just before I had kids, I had it all together. I just had to think about myself. But
Mhm,
then once you threw in a husband and then the kids, now I had to think about everybody else's agenda, where
mhm,
everybody else has to go, their doctor's appointments,
mhm,
who's in out of school at this time, who's getting dropped off, who's going to work. It's a lot. You got to have a
mhm.
calendar just for that. So I forget, I forget things.
And
I'm
that's
just like,
why another reason live streams help a lot. You
mm-hmm.
know, so that's another reason. Heather, what time
Yeah, live stream is
is
going to be.
to the chat?
Did she say 8?
Did she say? Because I'm gonna stop between now and 7:30, and then that'll give us all 30 minutes to get a sandwich.
And jump back on. Hey, Kevin and Pete.
Eric Frog said he has 100 subs, so he's going up. Um, Gloria is still working on her watch hours. Gloria, you remember what you said about the 6 weeks? So what I've been doing, I don't think it's been 6 weeks for us. Cause if those cause the red lines across, and
Mhm.
somebody say they disappear after 6 weeks, somebody was saying, but I don't know. And somebody say you can run it. Um, okay. I know.
Oh, you got a live.
I'm gonna tell you the truth because I don't know because see y'all got all homesteaders and I don't know why I just don't feel comfortable. I know I should. I should. I'm gonna come to you next Friday. Okay, I'm gonna write it in my little book. He
You
probably
got to put it in.
don't. Yeah, because it's just and I don't know. I don't know why. Yep, all this hard work.
It
What is
is hard work. And then
see?
you throw in the mix of, so all these different social media platforms we have.
Yeah,
It's not just working on YouTube. You got YouTube, Instagram, TikTok,
no.
Facebook, everything. You have to be visible all in all places.
And
It's
you can
difficult to
spend money. Cause then I bought Epidemic Sound for a year. I got Tuba they
be
help you with the titles and stuff.
yeah,
Oh, some of them money. Oh, the supplies. The
supplies, right?
camera, well, I had the phone, but but you know what? People say wait until you make money to get the camera, but what I say, it makes your life so much easier.
Yeah, get it now if you can. Then you'll
And,
have it. Then once you make the money, you already have things set up and
yeah,
you'll know how to use it.
and even
I
with the
have
ring lights, I need another big one. My sister bought me a big one. I had a little one, but that
mhm.
didn't do. But I didn't think so, Heather. The red lines never disappear once you watch the video. She said only if you clear the. See, I don't want to do that one though. Only,
Watch history.
but I don't want to do it that way though, Glory. I know people do it that way. The people do it that way. I know what you're saying, Glory. I'm not sure. Okay, well, we're gonna be off by 7:30. In 10 minutes, I'm
7
coming off. Yeah.
Yeah, give us 10
Oh,
minutes
he changed it. Yeah,
more.
but minutes. He changed the time. That's what happened. No, he didn't. But 10 minutes is it, Heather. But next
Yeah.
time we're gonna come on your channel.
Yeah, next time we'll come on my channel.
Yeah. So you can get
I
some
heard,
watch hours.
oh, yes. Yes. Bring them. Bring all the watch hours to Geeky Girl Journal. All of them.
Heather says she all right with her watch hours.
Oh, good for you, Heather.
Because when you have two different channels, see, I can run them on two different channels.
Mm.
So that makes it nice. Because a lot of people have two different channels that they can run them on. Let's see. Heather said, I keep my history because every now and then I want to find I
Video.
want to find a whole video, and it's so much easier to search history.
Yes, it is. It is too, because if you don't remember the title, you can just go to the history and look. You're like, oh, this is the video
No,
right there.
yeah, it'll pop up.
Yeah, I did that yesterday because I couldn't remember the name, the
Yeah,
title of this one I was looking for.
yeah. Glory, we gonna keep prodding along, girl. We gonna get you there. Maybe Tuba Jack can just tell everybody who ain't ran you to run it.
Yeah, yeah, Gloria. Let me see. Is Gloria looking for watch hours too?
Oh yeah, girl. Everybody be
Everybody's looking for watch hours. That's not even a question. Even if you got them, you're still
we
looking for it.
all we all looking for watch hours.
We all try to in
Yeah,
the same boat.
girl. But yeah, it has been a busy day for me. It really. I'm so glad to get that Target video up and let's see. Heather, I can't find any as I have tons plus like videos 2000K already.
Mm, I
Uh,
can't find any as I have tons. Like she had 2K videos. Okay. Good for you because
What's his name? That African Pride or whatever. You talking about just clear your history and run. I'm like, I'm a little scared of cat. See, that's the only thing too. Usually, baby boomers, we kind of play by the rules. You know what I mean? We don't.
mhm,
Some of us, well, I fight against rules too, but some
yeah.
stuff we just play. Hey, Pam, how you
That's
doing?
because you didn't want to get the pop.
Yeah.
So you're a little bit more, contained.
But people think we got beat all the time. I didn't get beat all the time. I guess people got beat all the time. Their parents was just, was
Right.
balanced. But we really, girl, they had to do was
Look, yeah, it was just a court in the household. That's what my
as I
parents did.
got bigger, they never really. I never got spanked or anything when I got bigger. They had
No,
to.
because once you know, you already know what they're expecting. You're not gonna try it. My parents, like you said, they just look, and I'd be like, okay, all right, I see you. They used to say, my mother used to say I had eyes in the back of my head. I was like, do you? You must
Oh
give me your
God,
playlist.
girl. Oh, Miss
Give me your
Southern
playlist. I'll
Belle's
watch it.
here. Oh boy. I got Miss Southern Belle. Miss Southern Belle, we stand on for about 6 more minutes. And
Hey,
okay,
Southern Belle.
Heather, thank you. She gonna drop some links for me.
Okay, who's dropping links?
No, girl, I'm going to be.
Pam's Journey is there too. Do you see her, Miss Southern Belle? How are you doing, lady?
Yeah, yeah. Miss Southern Belle, I know. I get to see everybody, then I'm gonna get to see everybody again, girl.
Yes, you know, see him in
Girl,
Super
I'm gonna
Chat.
have to really stuff something in my mouth. She coming out the room.
Do you hear that? Got it, Mom.
I just see you keep looking.
I'm looking. Yes, I'm
Southern Belle, I am doing phenomenal now. After I get, but you know what? Okay, this was with the Target video. That was a mess from the beginning. Okay, I did two videos at one pop. As I was driving to Target, I did the intermittent fasting one. Then when I got to Target, they had music playing in the background. So I had
mm,
to talk over most of the video. Then at the end, thank God I looked at the video before I left. I had stopped recording the end. So I had to
oh,
go back
that,
in Target to reenact what I did.
that's the thing right there too. Or if you know you record something where you thought you recorded it and you had the whole thing you thought you did, and then you go look and you're like, I didn't even press the record button. Now you gotta go redo it.
I tell you, hello, excessive Nick
Nick,
Hardy.
hi Nick.
And
Sounds great, Crafty.
yeah, but
Hello, Nick.
let's see, somebody okay, that
That's
was it.
work.
Nick Hardy. Yeah. But yeah,
What else?
I enjoy it. I really do. I enjoy it though.
Yeah,
But
I
I
think
say you're gonna have to have somebody that's really solid on the other side of you, in the household, because if they don't work with you, it won't work. It really it won't
no,
it
it will
won't.
not. Because they'll be like, why are you on YouTube? You need to come on.
Because I
It keeps
told
it
you
in
I had
peace.
to learn how to edit. Because baby, I could do a pretty good job. I just want to like I said, I want a one-on-one with somebody to really learn it because I enjoy. But you know what? When people get really big and they let other people
They have a
edit
team.
their bit, I can tell the difference. Because one
Hmm.
girl I know that's African Americans, they let other people, and I'm like, oh, I don't like the way he edit. They
Yeah,
like
that's
it, but I'm like, I liked how she edited it. It just
yeah,
more here
yeah.
when
That's
she
something like trying to find an editor. My husband asked me that too. He's like, "You busy? Why don't you just create a team and have somebody do it for you?" But I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know who could do it. Or what if I don't
They
like their
don't want
style?
your money. I know that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. You have to let them do one or two, and
that's what he said. Let them do one or two and see
yeah.
what you like it. And then
If Heather said if she missed anyone, let her know. Thank you
that's
so
right.
much, Heather. Because
Thank you, Heather.
what they say, I'm gonna find some food. Now you gonna have to find a time in a day.
Yes, I look. I already have a topic for us too, Miss Betty. I heard it on the radio station. I was like, "Oh, this would be a good topic." I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna put it
Okay.
on IG.
Okay. Okay.
I won't say it now. 'Cause I was like, "Oh, that'd
Yeah.
be good."
Yeah.
Because you came up with the first, so
Yeah. Whenever you want to. I ain't got
I
no
know you're flexible. Thank God, because
no
we
children. What's the
we
Southern Belle said? Hello, come hither, come hither. How are you
can
beautiful? Oh, Heather, you getting called beautiful.
beautiful.
Girl, it was so funny. She washed her hair a little bit before she came on. Her hair was dry in no time. I couldn't believe it. I said, hell, your hair dry already. It just
So
soaked in
unfair.
water.
My hair, I could not
It
wash
would
it. It would
stay wet.
yes, it'll be wet. The next day I'll wake up and it'll still be a little bit wet. I'll just have to.
Yeah.
Mm.
Emotions. Yeah, we were ready to
Oh,
close
emotion.
off. Thanks so much.
Hey,
Because we're
emotion.
gonna all make it over to
Super chat.
Kevin. Yeah. Gonna make it over there and we're gonna have some fun tonight.
Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna try to make it over there. I might have to put my, you
Kevin
know.
gonna get busy than what he think he's gonna get. He really is. Because he's
Hmm.
really good at what he does.
Yes, he
Well,
is.
I think Pam's journey. I just
He's
said
a good
hello.
connector.
Yeah, but okay, everybody,
You
I'm
have
gonna close it off, and I'm so glad you made it.
finally got a chance to do it, Miss Betty. The last time I
Yep,
think you just jumped in.
we held it on, girl.
Yes. You all listen, if you knew what was happening behind the scenes with Miss Betty
I
just
know.
being so patient. Every time I was like, oh, I gotta drop the key. I had somebody to pick up. I gotta pick my daughter up from work. I gotta pick this child up from
I
school.
know. I felt sorry for you though. I'm like, maybe we should have said 11 o'clock tonight. Now I know they don't have a bedtime.
I know. I
They
know. Look,
never
I had to get them
go
in everything. Look, now my two youngest ones, I'm like, as long as I get them down, everybody else, they older. Hey, you know what to do.
Okay, good night,
Okay. Good
everybody,
night,
and thank
everybody.
you so much, Miss
Thank you for having me, Miss Betty. We'll
Okay,
do it again.
yeah, okay.
All
Bye,
right.
everybody. See
Bye.
y'all over at Tuba Chat. Bye
Yep.
bye.
Tuba
Thanks,
chat.
Heather. Thanks so much, and Jamie, thanks. Bye bye.
Yes. Bye.